With the Orcs of the Misty Mountains finally scattered for good, we can turn our full attention towards the wars of the south and the east. In the south, the Haradrim are putting up a full-scale attack on Harondor, trying to prevent Gondor and Dol Amroth from taking back any of their lands. The attack is being led by the Serpent-Lord Khuzaymah, warlord of all Haradrim. If we take him out first, there is a chance the Tribesmen of Harad will be reunited no more. It is a risk that we are willing to take. Meanwhile in the east, Mordor is desperately trying to stop Gondor from pushing across the Anduin, holding both the choke points of Cair and Osgiliath. Steward Denethor has asked the Rohirrim to lead a war party to lift the siege of Cair and provide the men of Gondor a safe passage across the river. In doing so, we can finally turn the tide of war and push back the orcs into the pits of Mordor. Hello my friends and welcome back for episode 23 of our Rohan campaign in 3rd Age to the War, Divide and Conquer. Now, last episode, we were of course fighting in Harondor, helping out Gondor by trying to reclaim Barad-dûn. We killed one of the factionaires in that scuffle, and now I am kind of gearing up to fight Khuzaymah, which I hope we can get some Gondor reinforcements, but it might be just a little bit too far. We'll see in just a moment. We're also fighting, of course, in this region here, which, what was its name again? I can't remember exactly. Gelebrin, right, Gelebrin. I was thinking Dantalad, but that's the region up north here, which is, I think, one of the last regions of Dol Guldur. More on that in a little bit. We have renamed it to Candlemalake. We're kind of holding out. Hopefully they'll just attack us here, we can take care of them quickly, because I want to move Elfhelm down south to lift the siege of Cair. Even if this army loses, and if we lose the territory of Candlemalake, it doesn't matter all that much. We just want to create an opening for Gondor to just pile in all those forces, because he has many, look at that. Look at how many full banner stacks, or half banner stacks, Gondor already has ready to go. They just need that momentum. And with them blocking the bridge, even though this guy's not actually sieging Western Osgiliath, it doesn't seem to be happening that they're actually taking the attack, which is very annoying. So I think what I'll do is lift the siege of Cair. Hopefully that enables them to push through. If it doesn't do that, then I will simply teleport them over. I know it's cheating, and I know people sometimes get very upset when I use cheats, but it's just the AI spazzing out. If they need that little push in the back for them to actually fight their enemy, then I'll happily do that. I don't see any problem with that. So we do want to move... The thing is, I want to move Elfhelm in a way that Captain Grishluk, or General Grishluk, does not interfere with us. But then again, if this army is not attacked, and it's a pretty depleted force at that, it will go after Candlemalake, and Candlemalake will probably not be able to hold out. But otherwise, I'll just be kind of stuck forever protecting Candlemalake. So no, I need to make a brave decision here to push onto Cair. And with that, there's also one important thing that I should mention, but first... The Goblins of Moria, as you remembered in the last episode, at the end of the last episode, we took them down by regicide. And there is the matter of Khazad-dûm West, which Khazad-dûm, the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm, was besieging, but now it is rebel lands with a hell of a garrison. So they might actually try to lift that siege and get rid of those dwarves. And with that, Khazad-dûm West would be right open for the taking. Maybe, just maybe, I'd be interested in taking that settlement. So I'm going to leave Gleamere around for just one more turn, in case Captain Glean is struck back by the rebels here. Then we might be able to sally in there and take care of those trolls. Wouldn't be too difficult for us because we have 2 ballistae. I think we have some javelins as well. We have axe throwers and I believe 1 unit of javelins? No, apparently not. Well, we still have axe throwers and 2 units of ballistae, so we should be able to easily take care of those trolls. And if we have Khazad-dûm West, it would be a great way to gain some money. And maybe we can sell it to the dwarves as well. Kind of depends. We'll see. But one thing that I should mention that I haven't really mentioned in the previous episode, nor the episode before that, is of course the Mithlond invasion. Because something that I completely forgot about is that the Aradanaim actually make a first stop at Londair. And Londair right now, with Thangleford, is absolutely not protected. We need a bigger garrison here, otherwise this settlement will fall right away. I can only get peasants. I must get whatever I can get my hands on, which is really pathetic at this point. Oh, just anything goes. Because it might happen like the next turn. I'm not quite sure. It feels like we've already baited our faith for too long. So just whatever units we can muster, get them there. We need to defend Thangleford. Get the units from Barad-dûn as well, if at all possible. I know I want to pull Theodred out of there, but if the Aradanaim take Thangleford, I would be very, very upset. Now, I'm not sure if the script still plays if we hold down Thangleford or Londair, but I think it does. Although, again, it should have happened on turn 103. I toggle the Fog of War, but it's not allowed at the moment. But I don't think... Yeah, it's still in the hands of the Elves at the very least. Oh well. Doesn't matter all that much. Alright. Now let us spend our hard-earned cash on some buildings. We are building in most places. A couple settlements we are not doing anything at the moment. Like Oldburg, for example, where I should be able to recruit Riders of the Fold. Yes, I'm doing so. Nice. Let's get some sheep farms, because we're close to upgrading that settlement. Ginead. I think it's also a settlement I can get Riders of the Fold. Yes, I definitely want more of them. Let's get some farms. Upgrade the Foldburg. I do want to save a little bit of cash for units. Because right now I think we're lacking units a little bit. AMS hold. The Apothecary is only a 0.5% extra population growth, which just isn't all that much. Town of Justice is almost ready for an upgrade, so that's pretty nice. The Shield Maiden's Hall, I think we can get that. That's worth trouble. Not really. Harad, Tangleford, Well, it is a large encampment. Why did I say large encampment orcs? It was never in the hands of the orcs, right? It doesn't look like an orc encampment either. Does that mean it doesn't have ballista towers? Because that would be a real pain. Let's just build the armory then. Why not? Might as well. And let's leave all the rest like that. Don't really need anything else, I don't think. And the market get Green Exchange, sure. Let's spend the rest on units. Alright, so we already have a couple of infantry moving over. Let's send them towards Khuzaymah. Edoras, Rohan archers, they're probably not upgraded, so be it. We just need more and more forces badly. Hornburg, got a couple more to go, 4 more units, so that's about 9 more units we're sending over already. How long will they last? I don't know. Probably not as long as I would hope. Alright, let's get some more elite units. Let's get actually some shield maidens. Kinda need them in the south in case we ever fight against the Haradrim elephants, the Mumakil. Actually do it like that. Alright, I think that's all in terms of that for our turn. There is of course the matter of Khuzaymah and how badly I'd like to kill him.
Yes, my lord.
Could the King Theoden stack alone defeat him? Probably, to be honest. It's not that scary of an army. I mean, Serpent Archers are annoying, Serpent Guard are annoying, especially because you also get some Black Snake Guard. But Gondor might help us out. That's actually safe just in case. Not End of the Wythe. Oh no, that's from the live stream we did on Saturday. Alright, so Gondor does not help us out, which is a bit of a shame. But we have superior numbers, and this might be a risky fight, but it will definitely help out Gondor so much. And if we lose too many men, I will just withdraw a little bit and wait for some reinforcements to arrive. But I think it's a very important battle to take down Khuzaymah. Just look how good of a commander is. And again, they must be running out of family members at a very rapid pace. So, let's jump in for another battle of Harondor. Alright, let's see. I kind of want to set up a bit of a defensive position. We have a lot of infantry, so I don't feel too bad about using some of them. Let's line them up there. I know they have a lot of infantry as well, and they got some pikes in that, but we mainly need them to form a line. The unit I'm most scared about is actually the Serpent Archers. And our cavalry is actually pretty depleted as well, so we need to use them carefully. So I do want to play rather defensively, and I want to use the Riders of the Fold to great extent. They're probably going to go for a defensive formation, aren't they? So let's walk the man up a little bit. Let's move you up. Take that side, and move these guys up as well. Okay. I actually just got a text. Oh, I'm gonna try and answer it at the same time as playing the battle, which is very unprofessional YouTubing, I know. There you go. Sorry about that. I'm also drinking some wine, which is something I don't usually drink. There's only very few wines that I actually like. But this is a German white wine. It's a dry wine. I really like those. I know it's not a very Rohirric drink. I'd say we're definitely more mead and beer drinkers, but it is a courtesy of our hosts at Gondor. They offer us some of their finest wine, which is, of course, more than welcome. So what do we got over on this left flank, anyway? That's where the general seems to be. Khuzaymah himself. There he is. That son of a bitch. Looks pretty fancy. And then we have camels over there, which are an anti-cavalry unit. The general over there, and there is the Serpent Guards and the Serpent Archers. That unit scares me the most. So we'll have to see how we fare against them. Our infantry, don't be too aggressive. I don't think they have archers, by the way. Not that I know of. No, they have some javelin men though. Alright, careful now. That archer seems to be firing as well. They probably have superior range, although we are killing a couple. Good. It's definitely good value for us, I'd say. Those lances, they look so sick. Ugh. Harad looks cool, man. Harad absolutely looks cool, and like I said before, we are doing a poll after this campaign for the next evil faction, and I think Harad might do very well. These guys are getting kind of destroyed, but it's worth it in my opinion, if we can just take down their units, like the Serpent-Lord for example. But Harad's definitely one of my top favorites, I'd say. Isengard as well, I think they'll do very well in the poll as well. And a faction that I kind of forgot to talk about in the last episode, but one that will definitely be included in the poll, as these guys are just getting absolutely demolished. Let's maybe do circle and shoot. Is the Aradanheim. I didn't include them because they kind of slipped my mind, because they're not a purely evil faction, but they can absolutely be played as an evil faction, and when the AI plays as them, they're evil, definitely. But I'll definitely play them. Even though I played them in version 3, they've received a lot of changes, and they're also a very interesting faction. They can be played in a lot of different ways. You encounter different units with them depending on your playstyle. So I don't mind playing them again. I don't think that would be too repetitive. And besides, we've gained a lot of subscribers since then. Like, the channel has just boomed like crazy. It still surprises me on a daily basis. So I think for a lot of people it would be new to see me play as Aradanheim. And for those who don't know, in my last Aradanheim campaign I went for a start in Mythlond, the Grey Havens, back when that was still a separate faction, the Elves of Lindon. Because right now it's just all added up with the Elves of Imladris into a High Elves faction. Okay, they're moving on me, which is rather unfortunate. Pull back. I told them to pull back like 10 seconds ago. They just have a very slow response time. What's... Oh, crap. They just charged in there. That's very annoying. Can you kill those camels, please? Get the footman in there as well. Alright, if that guy wants to charge in, if Khuzaymah wants to charge in, I'll happily slaughter him. That is no problem, my friend. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Careful for the serpent archers. Oh my god, this battle's... I mean, it's going good in some parts and bad in others. Like, Khuzaymah's getting absolutely demolished over here. He's up against Medicel Doorwards, Axemen, and the full brunt of our charge cavalry. Look at that. That guy's screwed. That's probably not Khuzaymah. That's Khuzaymah right here. Okay. And he's also dropping. That's probably the other general then. Okay, guys, keep following him. As my voice just disappeared for a second there. The wine should help normally. Alright, lads. Be careful. That guy's so dead. There's no way he survived that. Alright, you guys go annoy the pikemen. Trollman hunters run in there. Careful for those Serpent's Guard. I'd like to get an extra cavalry over, perhaps. Oh, don't let that general get away. That's just the general alive. Cavalry, get moving. Careful for the Southron pikes. You can charge the Trollman hunters, go ahead. Fires of the Fold, keep killing Khuzaymah and his lackeys. And there we go. That's Bakr dead. He'll be barking no more. Charge them. Charge them. Oh, the Game of Thrones music kicking in. Oh god, this battle is a mess, to be honest. That's alright, that's alright. We can still win this. I mean, we'll definitely win this. It just kind of minimize losses. Alright, 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 alright. Stay calm, Mr. Izzy. You got this. You've won more hard-fought victories than this. You guys need to get the hell out. That might kill you, we'll see. Alright, charge into them. Careful for the warband. Cavalry, you're getting absolutely demolished by those pikemen. Don't just stand there and fight. Alright, they're getting caught up by those guys. Charge! Boom! Nice charge on the Trollmen. They can't stand against that. Under the command of Khuzaymah, they'll probably never rout, but we can at the very least give them a good scare. Alright, Ered Swordman, if you can charge into them. Keep him busy with the infantry, kill him with the cavalry. That is always the game plan. Poor Khuzaymah is just chasing us to the ends of the earth, and it's not really working out for him. Oh man, hate to be that guy. Alright, good charge on the pikemen. Not good enough. Now those Serpent archers are still very fresh, damn. They must be running low on ammo, though. Doot doot. Now let's get moving. 24% for 42%. Not ideal. But if we kill Khuzaymah, I'll be a very happy camper. Careful for that warband. Careful for the serpent archers. If they did the Mark cavalry, you could actually get engaged with them. That would be a very good target for them. Alright, it's a bit of a bad charge there, to be honest. Actually, a very bad charge. Pull out, those are pikes. Oh, I hate pikes. I mean, I'm playing as Rohan, so it makes sense that I hate pikes. They're my mortal enemy, basically. Camel riders, okay. I thought they were dead. I guess I was mistaken.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Will it, though? Will it really? I mean, if we kill Khuzaymah, perhaps we can get them to rout. What is Khuzaymah these days? Oh, there he is. Kill him. Kill him! Alright, Theoden, be careful. We don't want to lose you. Not like this. I mean, not ever. Don't get me wrong. And those serpent archers are just real mean sons of bitches. They're actually scared in the Black Snake Guard. Yeah, Khuzaymah's toast. He's absolutely toast. He's a capable warrior, yes, but he can't stand against that. He's completely surrounded. Where are my shield maidens? Did I say miss? I meant shield maiden. Because there's only one left. Crap. Right, the Ered is a good target for those camel riders. Good for us, that is. Alright, Khuzaymah will drop anytime now. And we can use our cavalry now to just hammer and anvil them to death. Alright, lads, I can actually speed it up a little bit. It's a bit of a grind now.
Enemy general lies dead.
Yes, that is Khuzaymah. That is the Serpent-Lord of Harad dead, and all the men are running. Look at that. Immediately. Might be the end of the faction, you never know, but I'm pretty sure they still have family members remaining. I didn't regicide them. I could have done if I killed the Musab first. I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't, otherwise it would be too easy. Maybe we still regicide him, who knows. Well, at least we didn't really pull it out. If it happens, it's purely just coincidental. Let's get rid of those last camels. I just never want to see camels again. I don't like camels. And that's strange, because I actually like camels. It's because of Total War that I hate camels, because in every game they're so annoying. Whether that's Rome Total War or Napoleon Total War, I just hate camels. Always annoying units. Alright, there we go. Pretty clean win, even though we lost quite a few units. But compared to how many we killed, you know, stats don't lie. Let's see who killed the most. They hadn't killed 142, and that's the most by far. Yeah, Swordsman, not really doing all that much. Even lost some XP for the Rimmark Axeman. Oh well. Alright, I'll see you back on the campaign map then. Alright, let's execute them. Is it the end of Harad? Probably not. They have tons and tons and tons of family members. You never know though. The ring's still spinning. It's still processing what happened. Oh no, that is the end of Harad! Oh, look at that! You absolute baboons! I didn't even like force it all that much. Well then, that's a very surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. That effectively pretty much shuts down the entire war in the south. We are quickly running low on enemies. Okay, so, Harad's dead, which, okay, I'm going to toggle Fog of War, but I'll do it on the ocean. I just want to take a look at the map, that's what I want to do. Which means all this land is now rebel. The bad thing is, a lot of that land will be gobbled up by Khand. The good thing is, whilst Khan's a very difficult faction for me to take down, they're fairly easy for Gondor to kill, as in, take settlements, they can't do anything. They're very good on the field, like a Dothraki horde, but in siege battles, they're absolutely useless. And that would also mean that Dol Amroth also has a lot more of an easy time moving forward. I'd say of all the factions in the south, Harad is both lore-wise and gameplay-wise the most dangerous for Gondor and Dol Amroth. So I'd say, I'd kind of, from the perspective of our campaign, consider that the War of the South over. Done and dusted. We've beaten Harad, which is of course also a mortal enemy of Rohan, based on what happens at the Battle of the Brundle Fields, and we've kind of averted that fate. So I think it's now safe to move Theoden back home. We'll give him a new army, and I think we'll just focus everything we have on Mordor. And once Mordor is defeated, that's the end of the campaign, sadly. That would be, you know, from a story-wise perspective, also just very cool process or progress right there. So Harad has been taken care of. Also, the Orcs of Misty Mountains. It's 2 factions, 2 evil factions taken care of in 2 turns. Look at that. Talking about efficiency. I wish I could make a pun with my name and efficiency. Izzy, whatever. Because I'm of course known as being one of the most efficient players in the history of Total War. Alright, with all that done and dusted, I do believe that's the end of turn number 103. Look at that, Harad destroyed. My god, that is definitely a surprise. Alright, let's retrain these lands if we still have cash. Nice. And then I'll be sure to see you all on turn 104. And there we go, the Nazgul have returned to Mordor. I don't mind that actually, because that means we'll probably face the Witch King again. Ooh. Fey Noble overrun. Well, not really overrun, just kind of fall into its own. Harad's decline, look at that dead elephant. That's pretty sad. And that is an invasion called upon Kirrigathal. Okay. I was always worried that, because sometimes the AI likes to call invasions on Edoras, so that might have been the case, but luckily it's not. I mean, it would have been interesting for sure. Let's take a look. Is Khazad-dûm still besieging? Yeah, okay. So we're not going to interfere with that then. I don't want to leave that army doing nothing for so long. Alright, can you F off? This guy is working on my... Go away! Seriously. Just go away. You're blocking my path. Stupid orc. Alright, let's move him over, Khuzaymah, to take, I think, Dantalad would actually be pretty nice. It's a nice area to capture and also shut down Dol Guldur here. Alright, so Grishlak is following me, which I kind of expected. But I'll always be one step ahead of him. I like to think so. Oh god, Ganaltan's here. Son of a bitch. Gondor, attack! Attack, you dumb assholes! Literally, just get rid of Shagdoof. I think if I attack Andros and... Could I just get one... Actually, okay. Big brain time. Big brain time. I can move like 1 cavalry unit and attack Thrak, which would mean that the garrison of Cair Andros would sally out, and they could probably on their own defeat Thrak. I can't tell for sure what he has. I'll get my spy as close as possible. That doesn't say anything. But I think even with like just I could just split up my army and send in all the cavalry. They wouldn't be able to withdraw. That's safe, just in case. Just in case. And then move out all the cavalry. That would leave our infantry exposed. Maybe I should leave behind like 1... I'll leave behind Elfhelm and just have a captain stack. It worked. Okay, so Otar is sailing out and we're fighting together with Gondor against Captain... Even if they win and they take Cair Andros, at least Gondor will be able to besiege Cair Andros and fight back. Actively do something. But I think we should be able to win this battle. I mean, Gondor has a decent army. They have some cavalry, they have 2 generals. They have better units than Mordor does. And with that, that should mean that Gondor actively takes control of the situation and fights back against Mordor. I'll force it if I have to. But for now, let us ride forward to the defense of Cair Andros.
Yes, my lord. Preparing the men to attack.
Well, one thing I sort of forgot about is that it's a bridge battle. But at least Mordor is sandwiched. They kind of have to make a choice where they will move to. So I guess we can kind of make use of that. Wait for Gondor to arrive. Is that coming from over there? In the back. From Cair Andros. I guess Cair Andros is right behind that hill. You just can't see it from here. And then we can use our superior cavalry force to lend them our assistance. A little bit scared about the Vareg cavalry as always. As I have a hard time coming up with words today. Not sure why that's the case. And they're only led by a captain though, so that will help us out quite a bit. Although he is a Southron Lancer unit, so not the easiest target to take down. But for now, let's speed up a little bit and wait for Gondor to arrive, because we can't cross the bridge like this. We can't use our horse archers either, because they have archers as well, and they will definitely outrange us. And if we're stuck on the bridge, we are just fish in a barrel for them to shoot at, so don't really want to do that. Right, do you have any custom generals? I don't think so. I think he has 2 general bodyguards, which are just the very good spear units. There's 1. And there's 2. Yeah, they're very good units though, so you know, they'll be very good against cavalry. Alright, Mordor, you should turn around right about now. And I'll be ready when you do. Everywhere you go, I'll be watching you. Turn around. Unless you want to get your cavalry just completely destroyed by their archers. This is a very exciting fight, actually. A lot depends on it. It seems like a really shoddy fight because you have two shoddy armies fighting one shoddy army, but this is the battle that will break Mordor's backline. Or do absolutely nothing at all. And they're just charging straight into the Orc band, which is a bit silly. But the AI is a bit silly. This is what I mean with the AI can't use cavalry properly. Both AIs just suiciding the cavalry, but that's suiciding their captain, I do believe. No, the captain's still there, okay. And that means we can bring our archers closer to fight on their halberds, which are a very good target for us. Look at that. Oh, yes. Might force them to move across the bridge, and then they'll effectively split up their army. Careful. They don't know what to do. It seems the Vedic Lancers are kinda eager to cross. No? They're moving back. Alright, bring over the skirmishes. If we see any bit of a gap that we can send our own cavalry through, we need to take it. If they're smart, they'll just kind of hold the bridge with like one halberd unit, and that would effectively shut me down. They're not doing that just yet. They're moving everything to Gondor now. Cavalry militias having a good time against the Orc band. The Maulers are actually a pretty decent target for us. Alright, now he's doing exactly what I said he should do. We need to counter that with our skirmishes. Throw your javelins at those Black Oak assholes. But at least he's keeping a fair bit of his army back here, so that should give Gondor more of an opportunity to encircle the enemy and overwhelm them through quality, not quantity. But right now they seem to be a little bit passive, although their archers are firing. The cavalry of Mordor is doing absolutely nothing. They're up against the general's bodyguard, so they're absolutely demolished. And we just need to use our... Yes, okay, yes, there we go. We need to use our skirmishers. Very good, captain's already fallen. And seeing as Gondor has two generals, the same should not happen for Gondor anytime soon. They'll have much higher defense than Captain Thrak did. Throw those javelins, yes, there we go, throw them in here. Ah, yes, they're getting destroyed. 13% versus 28. We shall lift the siege of Cair, Andros, and then Gondor have no reason not to just set forth a massive attack on Mordor. They can just push him out of there. Alright, you want to cross? Go ahead. Guys, don't get greedy. Don't get greedy, just turn off skirmish mode for a little bit. Otherwise the AI might spaz out. Alright, he's dividing his attention. Good. And again, he's moving back again, he doesn't know what he wants. He's stuck, he can't make decisions. That's where we want them to be at, yeah. The other Calverts are definitely the strongest unit in this battle. Sauron's will are scary, but you know, they're more of a strike infantry, not so much a holding the line infantry. Oh no, you're getting way too greedy there. Oh, bother. Don't pay attention for 2 seconds and they're just suiciding already. Throw your javelin.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way.
Of course it does. Look at that, 18% for 44. We got this. I feel like I can get like... you know what? Let me try and sneak past the Ered Lands unit that's not the captain. Yeah, I'd say it's worth it. Go! Special forces sally out. That's basically what we are. Special forces helping out local warriors. There you go, they're getting shot from the flank. Our friends of Gondor stand tall. A couple of units from Dol Amroth there as well. Charge the archers. Get in there. We bow to no man, but we will protect our friends. Alright, sneak past. Charge the archers, sneak past. Oh, we're gonna have a field day, lads. This is just prime Rohan stuff. Normally we lack in a good anvil to charge our hammer at, but with Gondor on our side, look at that. Well-equipped men, well-trained men. Although we need more of an area to get movement speed. Let's move back a little bit and speed things up just a tad. Give them a charge. A little surprise for the Orcs. Let's see what they think about this. By the way, your captain's dead. Might want to take that into consideration when you're flying across the battlefield with the lance in your back. Oh yes, beautiful. Will they rout? No, they're actually pretty foolhardy. I admire that. I'll give you that. Right, lads. Maybe move back up the skirmish mode. If you're out of ammo, get out of that. You have no more purpose. Lost a fair bit of units in that charge, actually. That's okay, let's just do it again. Not sure what my horses are doing. I never told them to do that. You don't pay attention for 2 seconds and suddenly your entire army is just suiciding. Come on, move back. If they want to run across, let them, but at least let us fight together. And Gondor's sitting over the general's bodyguard there. Hello there, orc maulers. Maul this. Sons of bitches. I still have time. Yes. They're sending in the Gondor archers. Out of all the units, you're sending over the Gondor archers. That's a very peculiar choice right there. They're gone. We're lifting the siege of Cair, Andros, bros. Now it's time to move out. The bros of Gondor. Alright then. Time for a calf sandwich, you say? I know we're charging halberds, but it's a calf sandwich, so it doesn't matter. They're done. Wavering.
If we continue like this, we will smash them.
Routing. Beautiful. Who's still standing?
Behold how our
No one.
cowardly foe
That's a
runs
correct answer, thank you, game.
press the
94, let's just make sure that siege is lifted for good. I do believe in the end turn Gondor has a move before Mordor, so please move over some units or I'll do it for you. I'm not kidding, I will teleport some troops across if you're too foolhardy to do it. Because that is just the case of the AI being a moron. We need to fight together and now is the chance to push against Mordor. Alright.
awed by the
Ah, look at that.
one here today.
Otar doing a very well job. Good job, lads. I'm sorry to push you out like this, but it was the only way. Alright, let's go back to the campaign map. There we go. Cair Andros is liberated. Please make good use of it.
Your orders, my lord.
I'm a little bit scared with Ganalton just staring me down. Look at that. A stare-off between two legends, Elfhelm and Ganalton. Spooky. But I think my army could still beat Ganalton. We'll see. But now the time has come to finally push onwards. Oh, but maybe I'm blocking him now. Can I cheat just a little bit and move him in back there? Otherwise the AI will still be stuck. They can't move over actually. Because they think my army is blocking them, but we're on the same side. I don't think anyone will mind. Like, if you mind, then you're watching the campaign for the wrong reasons. I'm not playing to prove that I'm a good player or anything of that sort. I'm playing to have fun and for the story and lore building, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, now they can move through. So, seeing as we're on the same side, Rohan and Gondor, we're fighting together. Why would my captain block any attacks on our common enemy Mordor? It makes no sense. So it's just me using a small cheat, this there,
Your orders.
basically to make the game a little bit more RP friendly. Alright, send over the reinforcements. Wine. Oh, you are a legend. Your timing is impeccable. And so are your good looks. Look at that mustache. Oh, what a strapping young lad. Alright, let's retrain the lads here. A couple are already retrained, so let's send them over right away. Even some riders of the Fold. Look at that. Seems the Westfold is a little bit bigger than I imagined. Riddermark. Spears. Send them all over. Then Eoman. Good, good, good. More soldiers for the meat grinder. I mean, for the glorious battlefield. We also got a couple new troops from Erpold coming into Isengard, so we'll be sure to retrain them. If my recruitment slots are emptied up, give me a little bit. I could send them to Hornburg as well, but kind of want to keep it all structured a bit. Pop, 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 pop. You're moving over, everybody's moving over. You're not yet, but you know where to go. Khuzaymah Lake will hold just fine. For now. And Morana is looking mighty undefended. It would be cool if we could like split up that Mordor, that Gondor, for example, would take the southern approach and I would take the northern approach, which is kind of converge together. That would be pretty cool, but I don't think the AI is that smart. Any settlements ready for upgrades? Yes, the Shield Maidens Hall. Let's upgrade that to a large town.
Yes.
Khuzaymah coming over. He's going to take a fair bit to walk over there, that's alright. Construction report. Snowborn has been upgraded, very nice, look at that. We got so many nice cities now. We're becoming Gondor 2.0. Let's get a fairground. Tirith Anduin also got upgraded, look at that. Let's get a shipwright so we can start trading with the north. That's actually a pretty big elven fleet there. It's not often you see the Elves of Lothlorien building a navy. Harmer's Peak, already upgrading that, nice. Graveflood Crossing. Let's get some sheep farming. We need to take a look at Londair as well in just a moment. Although I kind of already expected the Aradanheim to invade. I guess I need to be a little bit more patient. Under towers, we got that. Cor Willishar. Let us get some roads there, or some farms, excuse me. And let's take a look at our newly acquired settlements. We're building there. Can't build there. We can build in Argond. Again, I can't open it. You guys have given me a lot of tips on how to open settlements, but nothing works. It's just bugging out. It's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with that. Pressing B does not help, and then suddenly it works again. It's really, really weird. I don't know what's causing it. I can land, get some farms there. Doesn't matter all that much. Harad. Let's save the rest of our money for now. Londyre. Get some extra reinforcements coming in. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Alright, what can we retrain? We can retrain the Axemen. Although, not really, because they're not actually retraining then. Actually, what can we recruit? Because that's what we can retrain. Peasants. Alright. I just want to give these guys the armor upgrade then. Okay. Don't really need the armory there. Unless I get rid of some peasants, replace them with Westron defenders. I guess it's better. Somewhat. I'll still leave the units there for now, just to keep the peace. If I ever have spare generals for governorship, I will send them over. Call Willishar. No, Eomer could still not be missed. Almost though, almost. Just hang in there a little bit longer, Eomer. What about you, Theodred? Nope. Not even close. Soon though, soon. Can send our legendary marshals to join the war for the Dawn. Alright, I do believe that's all for this turn. Let's take a look at the end-turn report. We're number 1 in production, number 1 in population, number 4 military-wise, but truthfully we're number 2. Overall, I'd say we're number 1, to be honest. Yeah, I'd say that. We can actually get the guild in Argond, why not? And then I'll see you all on turn 105, and let's hope that Gondor actually moves forward his men. Alright, let's just get rid of that for now. So many guilds all the time, but I'm still waiting for that Master Horse Breeders Guild. It's just not popping up, even though I'm training plenty of horses. Gondor is still being passive. They're still not moving over, which only leaves me with one choice. They're actually going on an invasion, which actually helps us out quite a bit, because those are units that are currently not fighting us. But seeing as Gondor is just too passive and too stubborn to actually fight back, even though they can cross. Oh, they send over some forces. Okay. I guess I won't cheat then, even though if I was Gondor, I'd definitely send over everyone. But it's better than nothing, for now. Although if they get too lazy and too complacent, I will have no problem sending over more forces. Bit of an awkward situation here. I kind of want to like move away, but I'm being blocked in. I want to get these armies back together. Let's actually take Ithilien real quick. We can take the fort, hang out there for a little bit. Mordor hates me. Everyone hates each other. Alright, so the Ranheim have skipped Londyre. And they've moved on to the Grey Havens. They didn't take it though. It's still in the hands of the Isles. We can see by the border here. Interesting. Alright, good to know that Londyre is not attacked though. Alright, Khuzaymah Lake, 3 more turns. Let's send over Leofwine. Together with the army that's there, with all these forces that are busy already. I fully expect we can lift the siege of Khuzaymah Lake. Get more men there though, we still have time. Not sure why you're coming over here, Othar. I guess we fought together and he has become a good friend of Rohan, so we're sending him over for diplomatic talks in Ered to kind of talk about the war against Mordor. That's my law reasoning right there. Alright, Isengard got a ton of new recruits ready for retraining and ready for training as well. These guys are fully trained. If you're fully trained, you get the hell out of here, okay? There we go. We need room for everyone. Which still won't work out, sadly. That's okay, give it some time. Let's actually get the Royal Hall then, so we have an extra recruitment slot. It's going to take a while. But we'll have plenty of armies moving over then. Good. You all know where to go. If you're retrained, that is. Okay, construction reports. Edoras got the Ballista Maker. Nice. Not sure why I got that specifically. Let's see. Might as well get a Catapult Maker, sure, why not? Hornburg, Apothecary, good, but let's get the... might as well get the Ballista Maker, why not? Let's get plenty more siege equipment. Treebeard's Hollow is growing rapidly, let's see if we can improve that still. Great Hall gives extra public bonus to health, so let's take that. Free healthcare for all that, alright. I mean, I am European, so... Let's get the Masons Guild House in Bregnas. He's building so much stuff. Sandwich, becoming quite the settlement on its own. It's already a city. The city of Sandwich. Let's keep improving that. Baradvin, the Hero Shrine, should hopefully make people more happy. Anything else I can do to improve happiness? We can do that. Extra law bonus would be good. Get rid of some of the squalor. Bregost. Let's get the ship right. All our settlements are pretty damn wealthy. Enedmark. Oh, I'm out of money. Okay. Theoden, you keep moving back. We're going to give you fresh troops.
Yes, my lord.
Go home, Theoden.
With honor.
You have served well in the south. Now it's time to prepare for a second war.
Making camp.
Now, there is the matter of Imin, who I'd very much like to kind of get back to Henneth and Luin as well. But how would I go about that? I think I just need to walk him through. If I fight, they'll fight back, and I can't beat that army. Nor can I beat this army. That's simply a pure anti-cavalry army that scares the living piss out of me. Alright, so I think it's just continuing to prepare for the war. I'd say we take the northern approach and go for the Black Gate. Let Gondor take care of Minas Morgul and Kiridongul. With that said, I'll see you all on turn 106. Okay, and Captain Morfinian is attacking the forces of Mordor, which I can only applaud, and he's asking for us to join him. Oh, and Faramir is attacking Eastern Osgiliath. Good! Alright! Yes! Nice to see Gondor take some initiative. That makes me very happy. We're fighting both those anti-cavalry armies, which, whilst they are scary, we do have the reinforcements here, which is a decent army, although a bit battered up, some units, but they have Ballistae, they have Warns of the White Tower, a couple of them, Fountain Guard as well as Citadel Guard, so I think we'll be fine. Let's go provide the men of Gondor some much needed assistance. Alright, I don't have much of a choice, just need to kind of wait for Gondor to start the fight. Then we've got some farming pikemen over there, farmers that are very angry at Mordor for burning down their farms. They want revenge. You destroyed my farms, now I'll destroy your lives. Pretty epic. Cool storyline, bro. Cool storyline. Alright, the Rohirrim moving in there. Worry not, men of Gondor, for you do not stand alone on this day. The men of Rohan have always had your back, and it shall be no different today. The only unit that really scares me is the Loken Nazrim. For the right reason. I mean, look at these guys. Look at these guys. They're very intimidating cataphracts, golden armor, kind of tridents for spears. Ugh, scary stuff. Alright, so it does seem that Mordor is mostly pulling back, being on the defensive a little bit, which does mean that that northern army is actually a prime target for my cavalry, seeing as they have pretty slow moving units that are very susceptible to archer damage, or javelins, whilst having no counter to our fast moving cavalry. They can take us down in a melee, yes, but they don't have archers, nor cavalry. Whilst this army I think has 2 cavalry units. They have the Variax, right? Yep. Look at that, oh, they look so cool. I really like the design of Khand. In case you don't know, I have done a Khand campaign, although it was a good campaign, so I went for the Istari choice. It's on YouTube if you want to watch it. But I get a lot of comments asking me about, hey, have you ever played this campaign? Will you ever do this campaign? And my answer is always the same. I will do every campaign at one point. I've already done a ton of campaigns. So you can check out my playlist on my channel. I put all my campaigns in playlists, so you don't miss a thing. But yeah, I've done a lot of campaigns already, but there's still way more to come. Because, fun fact, although most of you who are watching probably know this, but there are actually 26 factions in Divide and Conquer. I'm not sure how many I've played so far, featured on the channel. Of course, I will do some repeats, because certain factions also get overhauls, or they have different playstyles you can go for. For example, Ered Luin, you can play good Ered Luin, you can play evil Ered Luin. With Aradanheim, you can start wherever you want. There's a lot of different variables for a lot of factions, but there are 26 factions out there, and it's my intention to play at least one campaign for every single one of them. I'll probably never stop playing Divide and Conquer, but you can be damn sure I'll never stop as long as there are factions left to play. So do bear that in mind, okay? And also another question that I want to address, although looking back I should have done it at the beginning of the video, because more people watch the beginnings than they do the endings, which makes sense, I guess. But I also get a lot, and I mean a lot of questions lately about the hot seat campaign that's going on between me and different YouTubers like the Argonauts, the Crusader, Commander Soul, White Wolf, AFG, Sarogimund. Am I forgetting someone? I don't think so. Hawk as Khand? I think that's everyone. Some people saying, oh no, the hot seat has been cancelled, which I'm not sure where you're getting your information from, but it's definitely not cancelled. But mostly comments of people asking, where is part 3? Or when will you upload another part? Or what's going on with the hot seat? Basically, the hot seat is still ongoing. We're still playing it. We are doing turns as often as we can. But those things take time. We have 8 players, if I'm not mistaken. And we do 1 turn each and then send the save file over to the next person. That's 8 people that need to do something to process 1 turn. So we're about at turn 20 now, 21, which means we have effectively done 160 interactions, which is a lot. And that takes time because we're in different time zones. You know, there's people from Europe, people from America. It takes time. It's as simple as that. I can't phrase it any more easy than that. We are still ongoing. We haven't quit, and we're having a good time with it, and it's very exciting. And I can't wait to show you guys episode 3. But we're just not that ready yet. And we also want to have a buffer, so we don't want to upload episodes right away after they happened. And, you know, just to avoid cheating and looking at other people's gameplay and seeing what they're up to. Because most plans do take more than 1 turn to deploy, so to speak. So we always want to have about a buffer of 10 turns. So once we're done with turn 25, you can expect the videos to go up until turn 15. So that's why you haven't seen the episode 3 just yet, because we're not that far yet. We are approaching it though, so give it some time. We'll get there. The video will be uploaded. We're still doing it. We have no plans of quitting at all. Just give it some time. And thank you for your patience, as always. Although I know it's not easy to have patience, and I know some of you really don't have patience, but most of you do, for which I'm very grateful, alright? But worry not. Let's see if we can charge the Loki camper in the rear there. You guys move on over. Let's get our lances in position, because I've been kind of blabbering on for far too long without actually moving my forces. I bet Gondor is like, what the hell is he doing? Those guys are routing though. They don't really need our help all that much. Warns of the White Tower is such a cool unit. Alright, Fennec Lancers are charging in. Good, because we can do a counter charge then. You guys take the flank, but we take the rear. Good charge on the... Oh, no, don't run to the low cramp room. Can run past them, not through them. Alright, charge the Fennec Lancers, and you guys charge in their rear. Oh, they're running as well. Their stomachs are weak, they're not fit for war.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
What were you expecting, man? Jesus, the first shed of blood and they're already routing. Alright, get rid of the Loki Nazrim then. Oh, Citadel God, if you can help against the Loki Nazrim, I'll be forever in your debt. Because the Ered Lancers just don't really compare to the Loki Nazrim. Run them down! Oh, yes, we're faster than them. And much prettier. Although that might be subjective, but I'd say we are. The men of Rohan stand proud. We are worthy. We have proven our worth so many times on the battlefield, though. We truly are the beacon of hope for the free peoples of Middle-earth. Alright. And let's get rid of the last of them, honestly. They're dropping like flies. Like metaphorical flies. Get in there. Morgul Chosen can't really stand against Gondor Spearmen, I don't think. They can hold out, yes. They just don't really do any damage. And sometimes you need damage, man. Alright lads, where will you charge? I think I'll charge on the Morgul Chosen, because we might get a quick rout on them. Alright, Loki Nazrim, time to die! 17. They're doing good damage to our Ered Lancers. Oh, the Pinnith Cavalry. Their colour scheme kind of matches ours. Look at that, fighting side by side. Just having the banners together on the battlefield as well just looks so good. It looks so good. I'd say this is definitely one of the highlights of our campaign, fighting together with Gondor against Mordor. Just thematically and just also visually and from a gameplay perspective, it's amazing. I'm having such a blast with this, to be honest. Makes me feel all giddy like a kid again. Like when I first watched the movies and I'd like reenact them, you know, kid stuff. Now I get to do it in game. I don't even have to leave the comfort of my chair to reenact all those awesome battlefields. Look at that. It makes me a kid at heart again. Alright, I think the Black Hooded Helmets are the last unit left, so if we give him a charge... Oh, so we don't even have to give him a charge. Who else is left? Oh, those low Gambrim are probably just eating our cavalry alive. Nope, they're done. 94%, but it is 2 armies though, so let's make sure we kill enough of both the armies. Who's still standing? Oh, someone over here. Oh, there we go. Let's continue just a little bit longer at 6 times speed, just to make sure that we catch whoever we're close to catching. But that should be more than enough. Yeah, look at that. Boom! They did way more damage than us, but then again, they also had way more forces. Alright, pretty good stuff. That's both those armies taken care of, and that should mean we can push on these forces to Hedethanoon to meet up with Elf Helm. Alright, I'll see you all back on the campaign map. Alright, let's execute those guys. I'm not sure why I get the choice. I mean, aren't they technically Gondor's prisoners? Although I will admit that, although I am into legal stuff, I don't know much about rules of war. So I'm not sure who the hostages of war go to, the prisoners of war. But I would assume it would go to the primary attacker, right? Not the reinforcements. I guess Gondor's like, hey, I take these orcs. Do with them what you wish. Or I guess maybe it depends on who takes the prisoners in the camp, or in the battlefield. And I guess seeing as we had the most cavalry, we took the most prisoners. That could be a logical explanation. But it's good to see that Gondor is finally pushing onwards now. With our assistance, we will have no problem marching deep into the Black Lands. Oh yes, I'm so hyped. I am so hyped. Especially once we have Theoden re-outfitted for war with new elites. And Dol Guldur is on that final stand as well, so evil is just being eradicated all over Middle-earth. And I'd say that's all because of us. We have, like, unleashed a domino effect on Middle-earth that has just given room for all the good factions to rise up against evil oppression and just get rid of everyone. Alright, Sexburg is now looking into some older gentlemen. He's already 55, but he hasn't done anything to prove himself, so no! Come on, Sexburg, with a name like that, you deserve a better partner. Dol Guldur diminished. Are they just gone? Piles resplendent. I want to know if they're gone or not. Who holds Dantalad? Okay, they still hold Dantalad, although Dorwinion holds this land over here. Interesting. We're bordering Dorwinion now. Nice. I guess they can declare war on us because we're not allies. I doubt they will, but you never know with this game. So we'll lift the siege of Khuzaymah soon, although I could wait one more turn. Let's get this guy ready here and get the extra horse archers. And those guys can join in as well. Yeah, we got this. Khuzaymah will be safe. Captain Kroll cannot stand. And then this army should be able to move into Henethanoon. Oh, it needs to go all the way around. That's annoying. That's very annoying. Oh, God. Well, we'll see what happens there. Mordor is finally pushing back against... Gondor is finally pushing back against Mordor. Right, Mr. Theoden, let's move you back to... Let's say the Old Burg. Keep the reinforcements hovering in. Okay. Take a look at how the retraining is going over here. We should have some troops ready to go. You. Anyone else? I don't think so. Though we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ready. We have 3, so there should be 2 more units that are completely done retraining. Of these guys. Right? Yeah. And then... Not these guys, I think they have a higher max unit size. Yielding Archers, 152. No, he's at 142. These guys are also 152. I'm not sure which unit is also done then. Retraining. Ah, it doesn't matter all that much. Let's move you ready to the front line as well. At the Hornburg, let's take a look at that. All those lads should be done retraining. No, they're not actually. Odd. Let's get some guards with caves there. And some extra archers, why not? Alright, 2 cities to be ready to be upgraded. Aldburg, I feel like we just upgraded that place. And then a town, Hammerstroke, very nice. Into a city. Alright, let's do that then. Onodrith, let's get the market. Theodred's Glory, let's get the sheep farms. No, let's not, because it's the citadel. Let's get the farms then. Thangleford got the armory, but that's completely useless, so let's get the market instead. We'll keep the lads there for now, it really doesn't matter all that much in terms of money. Yolborg, we'll get some cattle farms, why not? Our settlements are expanding rapidly. If I kept this campaign going to like turn 200, our economy would be absolutely insane. Not even that, like take 150, our economy would be like unbeatable. Under towers, let's get some farms going there. Alright, well that's going to be it for today's episode. So we have effectively taken care of the War of Harondor, with Haradrim taken care of. I mean, they still have some rebels running around, but Gondor should have no problem taking back the land. They've already taken back Baratan, they're moving now onto other regions. Dol Amroth has also arrived, so... Whilst Khand is still annoying, yes, I'd say the primary target is Mordor right now. Alright, very cool. So next episode we'll continue the war with Mordor with more reinforcements coming in. We'll lift the siege of Khuzaymah, and then we'll just have some big armies moving in. We also got Gleomere coming over, of course, and more reinforcements from Isengard, from the Hornburg, from Edoras. We just have troops flowing in, and seeing as Mordor is sending out a lot of forces to try and claim Kirigathol as part of an invasion, I'd say their homeland is relatively undefended. They've already thrown away a lot of their temple units as well, so I'd say the end is rapidly approaching. So with that said, with that done and dusted, with that episode over, Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, and I do very much hope to catch you all tomorrow for episode 24. Bye bye, lads.